Okay, good morning everyone. Can you hear my voice? Hello everyone. Good morning. Can you hear my voice? Fania, Claudia.
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, thank you. Uh, and then I share this PowerPoint. Yeah. Today we will talk about crafting messages for electronic media. Yeah. I have put some materials on the Ubaya learning systems. That is the PowerPoints and one books about social media strategy, yeah, PDF in PDF format, digital books about social media strategy, and the PowerPoints. Uh, Feel free to look at the URLs to download and learn about the material. And I remind you again that uh, today is the deadline for you for submitting the uh, assignment on the ULS. Yeah, it is a group assignment. Make sure before the deadline today, according to the hours and date, you have submit the assignments. Otherwise, you cannot submit your assignments, and then you will get zero for the grading. And I remind you that uh, after the midterms exams on week 8, we will meet again, and well, we will meet again one times, and then that's your that is your presentation time to present about your individual hobby. Prepare the PowerPoints and present it in front of me by using Zoom teleconference. Uh, Open your video and present the PowerPoint, and I will grading it individually. Yeah. So for week 8, after the midterms, there is assignments, individual assignments. You make a short presentations about your own hobby. Yeah, your hobby, and it will be present individually. Is it clear, students? Any questions about the assignments? Yeah, the first I remind you to submit the week 7 assignments. It is group assignments. I see several students have submit, but if other students still not submit the assignments, please submit it today before the deadline hours, so you can get the grading for the midterms. After the midterms exams at week 8, one again, yeah, you will have individual presentation by using Zooms. The topics about my hobby, presence, uh, just about 5 minutes for each student, just short presentations. Prepare it well. So I will grading it individually about your presentation. Any question so far, students?
No, sir.
Okay, clear. Huh? Okay, then today is topics about crafting messages for electronic media. Can you see the PowerPoint? Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Today, electronic media is very important for business communication purpose because some shifting in media consumptions from conventional media into electronic media, especially online media and social media. Yeah. You see, there is today is massive use of social media in for business communication purpose. Yeah, like Instagrams, Facebooks, Twitters, blogs. website, news on online news and so on. Yeah. So electronic media becoming very important today, and I have put one books to you to read for uh, giving you insight about the social media. The book's titles is Social Media Strategy. I have put it on the URS. Yeah, please download it and then learn the content. Yeah, there's hundreds of pages there. You can see a glance about making of a few about the basic knowledge about it. Okay, this is the media for electronic media for the that we can use for the social media, social networks. Yeah. You know about the social networks or social media, yeah, Instagram, Facebook, Twitters. Yeah, and you can make interactive communication there. Yeah, and billion of users today integrated in social media. For example, Facebook users today uh, has been reached more than 1 billion users. And you know, social media is uh, used intensively by the users. Today, we can see that uh, more people uh, consume their time to see, to watch, and to, to make interactive interactions in social media rather than other media such as televisions, radio, and so on. Yeah. So we can see today that many people seeing more on social media, seeing more on their Instagram or Facebook or Twitters rather than watching television. That's why, for example, one of the biggest private television network in Indonesia submit filing to the judge uh, to the trial to make live in social media becoming illegal because the social media has very big impacts to conventional business, not only to newspapers but also to the other mediums of media vehicle such as television. So that is social networks. Yeah. And then user content sites, yeah, is blogs, yeah. Uh, it is user generated content, yeah. The content is generated by the users, yeah. The user itself generated their own content. So they becoming a journalist for their website, their own social media. Even they are legend as a ledger, they are not news uh, or media company. Yeah, but they have generated content like they do uh, citizen journalism. But actually, in uh, comprehension of a term of media company, we cannot include them into the media company, even they create content. Yeah, because they do not do the journalism's procedures and processes uh, into their contents, yeah, such as we check about facts. They have don't have a journalist, don't have editings, don't have the ones who see the reportations, see the facts by themselves, but usually they make just opinion or just copy from the other sources, but they create their own contents. Yeah, user-generated contents like the citizen journalism. And the next is of course emails. Yeah, of course emails and also instant messages. Yeah, instant messages, text messages. For example, WhatsApp, yeah, Line, yeah, blogs, yeah. You can promote your content there by using blogs, your products, services, companies, and in more professional form, you create your own company websites, for example. And usually today, with the massive incoming of social media, you also promote your website content on the social media. Yeah. And the next is podcasts. Yeah, of course, podcasts. Yeah, the radio by using the digital platforms and also online video. Yeah, you see the massive use of YouTube, for example. Even today, people create their own content on the YouTube and get advertising, get some money from the YouTubes. But of course, you have to get plenty of subscriber on YouTube before you can get some money from the advertising in YouTube. Yeah, this is the many of the electronic media we can use. Okay, I will stop share for a moment. Please show up your video. I will take screenshots about your attendance. Show up your video. I will take um, screenshot about your attendance. Okay, just to fulfill the requirements by the faculty, yeah, to create the screenshots for your attendance in at business communications class. Okay, ready, yeah. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, I take the screenshot. Okay, wait for I'm copy the text. Sorry, copy the photo for on the photoshops. Just what I have to turn off the antivirus because antivirus prohibit me to save the file on the computer's hard disk. Just wait for 4 minutes. Okay, I try again to save the screenshot on my computer. So I have turned off the antivirus because the antivirus prohibited me to save the file on the computer's hard disk. Yeah, it has been successful. Okay, I will turn back to the PowerPoint. Thank you for opening your uh, video. Okay, be back to the PowerPoints. Yeah. Uh, yeah. By using the electronic media, you can use the electronic media for to the business communication activities. Yeah, but sometimes you also have to make printed documents. Yeah, the printed documents is for make a formal impression. Yeah, some companies still use printed document, hard copy document, for examples, for making formal impressions about the business process. For example, if you submit uh, tenders, submit formal offerings to sell goods or services to a company, sometimes the company is asking you to submit the printed document and also to follow the legal requirements. Yeah, if the company have needs to fulfill a legal requirements about their business process, for example, about taxations, about tender process, about bidding, and so on. They will do the printed document. Even for tax today, for example, I think uh, even if it has been moved to electronic media, yeah, you just got the tax report, for example, you just submit the electronic files, the soft copy documents into the website of taxations of Indonesia. Yeah, but some other documents still need printed document to follow the legal requirements. Yeah, and also maybe you have to submit the printed document to stand out from electronic messages. You know, if you making an emails, especially the general corporate emails of a company, usually they receive can receive thousands of hundreds of emails, yeah, in a month, or thousands of email in a month, or hundreds, even hundreds of email in one day, and then you have to make sure that your messages becoming stand out from the thousands of emails. Yeah, one of the way you can choose to be stand out from the electronic message is by using the printed document. Yeah. And also offering the security and permanence. Maybe you want to save the documents, making an archive for the documents on your company logs or hardware of the in printed matters, yeah. And then uh, the company want to make archives in the printed documents, yeah. Some company like to do that, yeah. Beside the storage in the hard drive, and also to offer the security function. They have function for the backup, because you know, if you save your documents electronically and your laptops, for example, your laptops can be broken, and the hard drive, hard the the hard disk is broken, and then your data will be lost permanently. But if you have the backup in printed document, yeah, you can still have an archives that can also it is easy to read because it is in printed document. Besides, you make up backup on the electronic storage such as the hard disk or flash disk or Google Drive and other cloud computing facilities. And yeah, if you make content for the social media, yeah, you can use the conversational approach. Yeah, so actually, you make content for the social media, you can make style for the conversations. See who is your segment, who is your audience on the social media. Yeah, and you can create slang or language editorial style by according your type of audience on the social media. You can use the conversational approach, yeah, make the conversational becoming informally, yeah, this is informal, right, informal, but not carelessly, yeah, this is different, yeah. You can write informal, but you not write carelessly. You have to still following the good writing style, good writing objective, but your style of writing is informal. And create concise informative headlines because in social media usually the most important is the headline, the topics, the titles, and if uh, the audience see that your title is not uh, important, yeah, or not interesting to them, they usually skip your social media contents because in social media contents there are thousands other contents uh, pursue for attention for the social media users or social media readers. So you have to make sure that your headline should be informative, interesting, and also concise. Yeah, concise means it is summary. You cannot write too long in social media, yeah, because some social media form like some social media platform like Instagram, they will limit the amount of words that you can use. Yeah, so you have to be concise in the contents. And also, usually in social media, the users of social media usually just read shortly about the content. So your content should be a summary and concise. Yeah, and get involved and stay involved. Yeah, involvement of the users and you as the social media administrator is important. Yeah, maybe some because social media is very interactive. When you create content, be prepared for someone who asking about your content. Yeah, when someone asking or make comments, make some questions about your social media contents, you have to be ready to make answers, make interactive answers in a short times as possible. And also you have to make also involvement about your contents. Yeah, you can make a story on the in social media, make post regular postings, and sometimes you have to boosting your content. Yeah, you have to boosting your contents and make paid promotions about your contents. Yeah, and in social media involvements is very important because it will showing you the importance of your attendance, and also with higher involvements usually your social media follower will increasing. Yeah, and more of your contents reads by the audience if your social media contents have more interactives and engagements with the users. Yeah, and in social media, use the promotion indirectly. Usually, most user of in social media doesn't like to read and even further to share the promotional contents. They like to share something that is emotionally have impact to them, emotionally have engagements to them. Uh, the con- they like to share a content that have uh, specific benefit to them. Yeah. So, but usually varies rarely or seldom. Uh, uh, you can find people who likes to share promotional contents. Yeah. So use instead of making promotion directly and hard style of promotion, use the promotion indirectly. Yeah. Using tips, using story, using quizzes, yeah, using good photo and designs, uh, who will make people's loves the content, loves the story, and like to make a viralizations and share your content to their uh, follower of the social media. But if your content is directly to promote something, usually most people doesn't like to read it even to share and make viralization of your content. And in social media, your content should be transparent, to be honest, yeah, because yeah, different to radio, televisions, newspaper, which is the conventional media, yeah, radio, television, newspaper is conventional media, and yeah, they are usually one-way communications, yeah. The newspapers can give you articles, content, you read it, but you cannot directly respond to the content. But in social media, it is a very high interactive platforms. Yeah, you should be transparent and honest. If you don't transparent and honest, then your social media followers will have you critics, will have you some judgments, some negative comments, and because the social media platform is very interactive platform, yeah, negative news, negative publicity, uh, negative buzz can be easily to be viral in the social media. Yeah. So be careful. You can make promotions, but the promotion should be honest and transparent according to the facts of your products and services. Yeah, this is the about the content for the social media. Any questions so far, students? Do you still with me? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. The next is email in the workplace. Yeah. So usually you have to send emails today in the workplace and also in your study times. Yeah. Even we have today work from home, study from home situation because of the corona pandemic, COVID-19 in Indonesia seems not in better situation, even in the worsening situations. So to study from home and works from home, I think still will still continue for several times in the futures. I don't know exactly. Yeah, that's will be depend on the pandemic COVID-19 situations. So of course the email will be used more intensively. Yeah, and when using the emails. You have to see the quality of the overall quality of the emails. Yeah, make sure that even this is a soft copy, not the hard copy. Make sure the standard of the quality of your email is on the quality of good business communications. writings of about the quality. Yeah, you have to make sure there is no misspellings of name of people, misspelling name of company, misspelling for the degree of the people, uh, misspellings of any writings on your documents. Yeah, because if you write something that is not in proper manners, it will decrease the credibility of your documents. Yeah, the receivers of your documents will think, how can I believe the contents of your business communication documents if you write in many wrongs, many misspellings, and low standard quality in writing. Yeah. It, so this is you keep it in your mind that this is very important concept, very important principle that if you want your business message credibility is high, make sure your quality of writing is also on the good standards. At least make sure there is no misspellings of people, of a company, of the contents that you write. Yeah, if you make misspellings on the contents that you write, it seems on the reader's perspective on your business documents, you seem write it carelessly. If you write it carelessly, then how can I believe the credibility of your business contents? Several minutes again, the Zooms will be ended. Just join again to the Zooms. If the session ended, I will have new session. Just join again. Keep staying with me until the finish of the session. Okay. And the next also the legal issues. Yeah. So make sure your email doesn't make harassments, doesn't make some contents that can make you sue by the other people on the trials, on the judgments. Yeah, make sure the legal issues about also about the standardization of the for the taxations, for examples, the requirements, for example, for the following for the tenders. Make sure all the legal issues you follow well. Yeah. And the next is confidentiality. Yeah. If you, even it is electronic documents. Yeah. Make sure if it is confidential document of your company and your business partners, make sure the you keep the confidentiality. Yeah. Do not easily to transfer to share your business communications contents. Yeah. Especially on social media. Yeah. Some people want to share some documents, some business documents, some business arrangement on the social media, just to show up uh, about their prides on the social media. But make sure that your activities that activities doesn't reveal or breach the confidentiality principle on the business communications. Never share anything on the social media that is showing confidential information about your company, about your businesses. It is also applicable to the uh, your business communications document. Yeah. And also the network security. Yeah, for the network security, usually use the safe website, trusted website, and using the encryption and the decryption method for your message. Yeah, it is in computer science. We know about encryption and decryption method, making sure to make your content safe. Even your content can be reached out by hacker, for example, with encrypted information, encrypted data on your transfers of document by using the computer networks. The hacker cannot read the original message because the message has been encrypted or has been changing change the format into the format that cannot use cannot readable to the other users. And also the email hygienes, yeah, the email hygienes. For example, doesn't yeah, we need to promote, we need to send email about promotions, but make sure that uh, doesn't, as far as possible, doesn't create spam, yeah, you know, spam, yeah, email spam. And also make sure every on your list of emails is also clean, yeah, active emails, yeah. So make sure if you want to send emails to your colleagues, to your business partner, make sure that the email list is an active email, not uh, an email that has become never used again, and the email your document sent by using the emails never come to the receivers. Yeah, this is email hygiene. And for the writing process for the electronic mails, it is the same here. You have the planning, writings, and completing. I think about the topics planning, writing, and completing. You have the topics by the some other lecturers several weeks ago. Even I think I have some introduction about the three steps of writing process. Yes, this is the three steps of writing process, and this is the same concept that I have teach you several weeks ago. That the three steps writing concept is the planning, writing, and completing. Yeah, if you are the first in the first time for write the contents, the planning is very important. The planning can be consumes about 50% of your preparation to writing, because you don't have the data, you don't have the facts, you don't have the material, you don't have the informations. You have to communicate about the content you want to write to your boss, to your colleges, to your business partners, and so on. So the preparations can consume 50% of the total business writing activities. And so make sure that your planning is well prepared. So all the data, all the content, all the facts, all you need to write is available before you make a writing activity. And after that, you can completing the information, completing the writing, finishing the writing, and after the finishing the writing, you can uh, make a proof uh, to clean, to make sure that there is no mistakes on your business communication writing style. Yeah, and to make sure your readability of your business document, yeah, the readability of your business document. To make sure about it, you can showing your business document to your friends before you can send it uh, to your business partners. If your friends understand about your contents, then we can hope that your business style in writing, your business writing is okay, and they can understand well about your concepts. Okay, I think that's uh, enough for a while. Any questions, students? Any questions?
No, sir.
Sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, it is less than 1 minute. We just waiting for the Zoom ended, and then I will join again.